In the beginning there were us, the nations of the world, bloodthirsty and desiring only conquest and destruction. We had always known that we had a dark nature. We thought nothing of it. It was normal at the time. Everyone, including our people, wanted to kill and vanquish. It was natural. But then our people started becoming civil and wanted us to behave for them, so they could promote this imaginary thing called world peace. We all hated it, but did it nonetheless. As we only exist to serve our people, we had to suppress our natural instincts. At least, we thought we had to suppress our nature. Despite our restrained civil manners, we were still at each other's throats. At any chance we got, we would attack and attempt to kill each other. Then one day I heard of a deserted house in the mountain, about 3 hours on foot from the world's mid place. It was rumored to be haunted. Some of us decided to go exploring, and we discovered that the place was indeed haunted, if you could call the monster a ghost. At first I saw no way of profiting from the situation. But then I found Japan, dying by the piano. It was obvious how I could benefit from this ideal, and oh, how the place benefited me greatly. I killed everyone that came with me to the mansion with the help of the monster, while escaping unscratched to conquer the world single-handedly. Finally, bittersweet victory over the world was mine. But there was one problem. Victory was bittersweet. One day I realized that there was no one left. I was completely alone. The Italian Empire was Earth. It wasn't even an empire anymore. An empire requires multiple nations to rule. And there was only me left. So many things had been lost in my need of power. Even Romano and Spain weren't around anymore. I was completely alone. I spent days hiding in my house, away from my people, asking myself why, not knowing what the question meant. Was it possible that I missed my fellow nations? That I missed Germany and Japan? That these people I sarcastically called friends were? Was I regretting who I am? What I had become? Had I broken the promise? As if. Finally, after much thinking, I had finally figured out why I felt so sad and lifeless deep down inside. I had conquered the world too easily. All the nations that went with me to the mansion that day had been powerful nations. With them gone, vanquishing all the other nations had been like stealing candy from a baby. What was the point of becoming the most powerful nation alive when you had no one to show it off to? What was the point if you couldn't cause pain to the very men that had tormented you for centuries? What was the point if you couldn't watch a man slowly get destroyed from the inside out? I was upset that that thing had robbed me from all of that. So, I grabbed a book I'd kept as a souvenir from the deserted house and headed off to face the monster I hadn't seen in decades. Hey there. I bet you never thought you would see me again, huh? I can only imagine how angry and frustrated you must be. Seeing me here, your last trophy. Perhaps the word I'm looking for is unbearable. I think this is how you should feel after losing to a guy whose redeeming feature is his fast feet. But I have a proposal for you, something that may appease your anger. How would you feel about taking us back in time, to where it all began? You could kill me first, if you can catch me, that is. Then you would have all of your trophies. What do you say? Do we have an agreement?